Good afternoon and welcome to Vanguardlive Sports. My name is Damlola Ogunshake, and today we'll be looking at some of the updates in sport and talking about today's match, Liverpool's match. With Man City. One might think that Liverpool coach will be satisfied with the title, with Premier League title, but he says that one title is not enough. So he has promised that there will be no let up from his Liverpool side for the rest of the season and beyond after they secure their first Premier League title in 30 years. And Liverpool, they were handed the title when Man City lost to Chelsea last Thursday, and it is City that Liverpool they will play today, of course, and where they can expect a guard of honor from Pep Guardiola. But for Guardiola's men, but though the Premier League trophy is on its way to Anfield, club promised its players would not be easy enough after utterly dominating the season to date. And he promised that the attitude will continue next season, with one Premier League trophy not enough to satisfy the hunger of the manager and of its player. Also, we can talk of the fans who have said that this is just the beginning for them, because in the next 5 years they believe that they will still be getting the Premier League trophy. So we are really, really looking forward to that. But talking about Man City's chief coach as Pep Guardiola, who has revealed that his team always want to prove a point, and that is ahead of their Premier League match today with Liverpool. That they are going to prove a point to Liverpool, and not just that, they are always proving a point. Guardiola says that his team has a healthy respect for his Liverpool counterpart club, with the fierce rivalry being an amicable one. And Pep has warned Liverpool that Man City will be ready to launch a bid to wrestle back the Premier League crown. Pep said that they are going to make Liverpool feel it next season, and also fight for the next chapters. And talking about Anderson, Salah says that Anderson deserves Liverpool captaincy. Egypt forward Salah revealed that his pride at Liverpool's first top flight title since 1990, then quickly selected England midfielder Anderson as the standout Anfield star of the season. Salah hailed Anderson for proving the doubters wrong by fending off criticism in his early Liverpool days to steer Jurgen Klopp's men to their maiden Premier League crown. Talking about Salah, Salah says that it's that when it comes to Liverpool, all the players deserve the best player award. That when you ask if you ask 10 fans that the Salah deserves the award, of course 9 out of the 10 will tell you yes, Salah deserves this. And also if you ask about Alexander-Arnold, that of course 9 out of 10, or if possible 10 fans will tell you that he also deserves it. And when you talk of Van Dijk, you also hear that he also deserves it. But from his own personal thought, he thinks Anderson deserved the best player award, because when he first started, he was criticized a lot, and he has been able to come up and defend it and tell them why he deserves to be the captain of the team. So that is why he's thinking that Anderson deserves the best player award. And talking about the German forward Timo Werner, he has revealed that he rejected interest from Liverpool and Man U to agree with Chelsea. The 24-year-old, who has now officially joined the Blues, scored 34 times and contributed 13 assist appearances for Leipzig during the 2019-20 campaign. Despite interest from elsewhere, Werner has claimed that it was a relatively straightforward decision for him to join Frank Lampard's side, who offer the best of overall package. And he said he agreed to join Chelsea a few weeks ago, and the whole thing was quite unproblematic because he had a lot of time to think about it because of the during the coronavirus period, and that money was not the main thing that made him decide to join Chelsea. That was just very, very smallest part of it, that he just had to think about his career and the ones that are going to be good for the offer that is going to be best for his game and his career, and he decided to join Chelsea. That if money was the main thing when he was considering, of course he would have gone to China. So he decided to join Chelsea because it was good for his game and his career. So what do you think about him joining Chelsea? You can leave your opinion in the comment section. And also talking about Premier League title, many have been talking about Premier League title going to Liverpool, but we've not talked about the Golden Boot, the people that have the chances of winning it. So let's just run through the candidates and their chances. So talking about the person with the highest goal, we have two, and that's Jamie Vardy and Aubameyang with 19 goals. Jamie Vardy, the Leicester City forward, has been leading the way for some time, for just 2 goals since the turn of the year. Has seen the chase peak close in. When he first started, we were thinking that this was, the 33-year-old was going to strike away with his first Premier League Golden Boot, after scoring in 8 games in a row. But since the middle of December, it seems like the goal has been very, very difficult for him, as he has only scored 3 times since December. And also talking about Aubameyang, who also has 19 goals, the Arsenal forward has scored twice in his last 5 matches, and is still in contention to add Golden Boot to his collection after sharing the prize last season. Aubameyang has scored 19 in 30 appearances, averaging a goal every 152 minutes, as Arsenal have struggled. And talking about Danny Ings, he also has 18 goals. The former Liverpool man has enjoyed an impressive season after 3 goals. In as many goals since the Premier League restart, is firmly in contention to become the first Southampton player to claim the accolade. And the 27-year-old career has been blighted by injuries, but he's now showcasing his clinical finishing ability with 18 goals in 32 appearances, a goal every 126 minutes. And on number 4, we have Mohamed Salah with 17 goals. The Liverpool star claimed the going with 32 goals in the 2017-2018 season, and was a joint winner alongside Aubameyang and his teammate Mane last year with 22 goals. Salah has scored 17 in 27 goals, a goal every 137 minutes, and has been outstandingly constant in Liverpool's title triumph. And talking about Sergio Aguero with 16 goals, and number 5, remarkably, the Argentina international has only won the Premier League Golden Boot once, when he scored 26 goals in the 2014-2015 campaign. Currently, he has 16 goals in this Premier League. And talking about Sadio Mane with 15 goals, number 6, the Liverpool forward has made great strides on the front runner with 4 goals in his last 6 matches. Mane has notched 15 in 28 appearances, an average of a goal every 150 minutes. And then on number 7, we have Raúl Jiménez, and he has 15 goals. Wolves have had a spectacular campaign and are battling it out for a place in top 4. Of course, we can surely agree with that. And talking about Chelsea now, having just 54 points, and Wolves having 52 points. Of course, they were really battling it out for the top 4, and so there's every possibility that they're still going to increase their points. But part of that success of Raúl Jiménez's success has been down to the goals, and he has actually averaged every goal every 152 minutes. And number 8, we have Marcus Rashford with 14 goals. the Man United forward was set to miss much of the remainder of the 2019-20 season. If you can talk of someone that the coronavirus pandemic lockdown really was in favor of course, you can talk about Rashford, Marcus Rashford, because a lot of people were not expecting him to continue the season, but apparently during this break, he was able to heal because he suffered a back injury in January. But of course, the break really gave him a chance to recover and return in full fitness. Now, on number 8, and lastly, we have Anthony Martial with 14 points. The French forward move the level goals with teammate Rashford with his hat-trick against the Blade last week. The recent purple patch has taken his goal to 14 from 26 matches, an average of a goal every 151 minutes. So those are the people that are actually in line, to get the golden boot for this 2019 and 2020 season. And Aubameyang actually is now open to a new Arsenal deal. It says we hold talks with Arsenal over a contract extension, and is happy with the direction the club is taking under the new boss Mikel Arteta. And the striker, who is the Gunners' top scorer this season, netted twice more on Wednesday evening against Norwich to become the fastest Arsenal player to hit 50 Premier League goals, doing so quicker than Thierry Henry. Doubts still linger over Aubameyang's future. However, his current contract expiring next season, though he has not closed the doors on signing an extension on his own. And talking about La Liga, Messi has hit 700 career goals, but the La Liga record holder says he's not finished yet. Messi's previous 699 goals came across all competition over his 16 years to date as a senior player with the club and country. He now has 630 in 724 games for Barcelona and 70 in 138 caps for the Argentina international team. The current Barca captain's first goal for them came in La Liga against Albacete on the 1st of May 2005. He now has 441 goals in 141 Champions League appearances, 53 strikes in his 75 Copa del Rey outings, 3 in 4 European Super Cup finals, 5 in 5 appearances at the Club World Cup, and 14 goals in 19 games in the Spanish Super Cup. He's also a winner of La Liga titles, 4 Champions League, and 6 career Ballon d'Or. Messi has scored 3 or more goals in 54 different games to date for either the club or the country. He scored 5 in 1 Champions League game against Bayer Leverkusen in 2011-12, while his 91 goals in the calendar year 2012 is another unique personnel. In October 2014, Messi became La Liga's all-time top goal scorer, breaking the previous record of 251. That's of Zara, who played for the club Atlantic Club between 1914 and 1955. Talking about Messi reaching 700 career goals. Apparently, Ronaldo's total goals to date also is 728. And Messi is not the only person, to reach this record. It is also said that he has other senior persons who has gotten this score, like former Barcelona star Romario, who claims 772 goals. Although says this figure is also conveniently just ahead of the 777 reached by his fellow Brazilian Pele. So if you want to know more of this, of course, you can always get that on our website. And talking about yesterday's match, we have the Everton. Everton's actually, the improvement continued with a 2-1 victory over Leicester at Goodison Park that dented the Foxes' top 4 hopes. It was a deserved win for the home side, who were sharper and smarter than the visitors. And also talking about Chelsea, Chelsea suffered the first defeat since return to action despite taking lead at the London Stadium, losing the match to West Ham 3-2. And talking about this yesterday's match, a lot of people didn't actually expect that this match that of course Chelsea will lose the match to West Ham, but apparently that is what happened. And talking about the EPL matches for today, of course today we'll be having Sheffield United will be home to Tottenham, Man City will be home to Liverpool. Talking about Man City and Liverpool match, a lot of people have been anticipating, we've been looking at it and waiting for it, and of course it's finally today. And of course, if you want to share your opinion and you want to predict the scores, you can always leave it in the comment section. Let's see what you think, and also what you think about Timo Werner joining Chelsea instead of Liverpool that a lot of people were expecting him to join. Pep Guardiola saying that he's ready for a club's team to come and play, and he wants to prove a point. We're actually waiting for him to prove the point and see if he's going to win, if Man City or Liverpool. Of course, we have the both of them saying we're going to prove a point, and we want to break a record. So we're waiting for that match today, and that is all we have for you on the Vanguard Live Sport today. Like I said, you can always go to our website to get more of our stories, and that's www.vanguardngr.com, and you can always share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on our social media platforms that are showing on your screen. Don't forget to always stay safe, protect yourself, and also protect your neighbors. It's bye from me on Vanguard Live Sports.